Local 5 is proud to present the 49th Annual Downtown Appleton Christmas Parade. This exclusive live broadcast is sponsored by Caldas Center, life-changing solutions for women, Fox Valley Lutheran High School, For Faith, Values and Learning, and by Valley Transit. This broadcast is also sponsored by these local businesses. And now, your hosts, Local 5 news anchors, Tom Zaleski and Aaron Davison.
The Christmas season has arrived in downtown Appleton. College Avenue is lit up in full holiday splendor.
And for this night alone, College Avenue in Appleton transformed and renamed the Avenue of the Angels.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Aaron Davison alongside Tom Zaleski, and we are thrilled and excited to bring you the 49th Annual Downtown Appleton Christmas Parade.
Now, this is the 20th year that Aaron and I have hosted these festivities together, but Aaron, you've done this for a lot longer than that.
Since 1988, I've been a part of Channel 5's broadcast of this parade for more than 30 years.
You are part of this parade, I think, at this point. The theme of this year's parade, by the way, is that holiday feeling.
And a lot of people feeling that holiday feeling. Tens of thousands of people lining the streets of Appleton to watch this parade, along with all the people waiting and watching at home.
So we are going to start things off by going street side to our Melaine Wells, who, by the way, has been watching this parade ever since she was a baby. Melaine, take it away.
That's right, Tom and Aaron. I'm going to go glass half full. I think we have very wet snow happening right now. It's a little bit of ambiance happening here on College Avenue, but Dr. Rami Caldas is here. You are certainly a friend of this parade and a friend of this community from the Caldas Center. Why year after year is this important for you to be a part of?
Oh, because of this community. I tell you, when I came here almost 24 years ago and I experienced the first winter, I thought, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do this. But the warmth of the people's hearts here outweighs any cold weather that we encounter. And
you were mentioning, congratulations, being one of the top 50 places in our nation to receive treatment for endometriosis. You love showing off our community to visitors.
Absolutely, and we're very fortunate that, people are coming from across the nation for challenging situations, and this community rolls out the red carpet for them. People remark, that they wish they lived in a place like this. And so I can't say enough about everyone, not only the Caldas Center and the staff who are amazing, but the community that receives these people who are obviously in need and pain and have gone through a lot for them to come seek attention in Northeast Wisconsin.
In this season of new life and hope, is that what you're offering to your patients?
Absolutely, because, in this season we celebrate the birth of a child, and so, but so much of the birth, so to speak, is the journey getting there, and we share in our patients' lows and highs.
Well, we appreciate you sharing a really wonderful experience here with us tonight. On behalf of all of us, thank you for your sponsorship. Tom and Aaron, let's get this underway.
All right, thank you, Melaine. And we'll be hearing from Melaine throughout the evening.
All right, Aaron, everybody's in place. We've got the floats in place, the bands, the thousands of people who have lined College Avenue. We are about to have a parade.
Stay with us, because after a short break, we'll be right back with the 49th Annual Downtown Appleton Christmas Parade. Welcome back. Time now for you at home and tens of thousands of people joining us live here in downtown Appleton to enjoy the 49th annual Downtown Appleton Christmas Parade.
And as with every year, the lead unit, the Appleton Police Department Squad, and Honor Guard. The squad car always leads the way to make sure everybody's safe up on the street. The vehicle that they're using this evening, donated by Bergstrom Automotive. And following the Appleton Police Department Honor Guard is the Honor Guard, comprised of 13 members, and also the Wisconsin State Patrol.
Always following up after the police department squad and color guard and the state patrol is the Appleton City Band. That's their traditional spot in the parade year after year. You can see the people lining the parade route here. Tens of thousands of people out on College Avenue. Here's the Appleton City Band. They've represented the city of Appleton for more than 70 years. The concert band performs free outdoor concerts every Tuesday night during June, July, and August in Appleton's Pierce Park under the direction of Jim Theldorf. The marching band represents the city of Appleton in the Christmas Parade, the Memorial Day Parade, and the Flag Day Parade under the direction of Miss Ann Gehrman. Let's listen.
In this year's 49th annual Appleton Christmas Parade, we have two parade marshals. Longtime parade committee members Greg Otis and Harvey Sampson. After 33 years as the Appleton Parade Committee Chair, Greg Otis retired after last year's Christmas parade. He has served a total of 50 years on this parade committee, and there you see both gentlemen. And Harvey Sampson recently stepped down from his role as assistant chair of the parade committee, a position he held for the past 38 of 41 years serving on the committee, and he also served on the Flag Day Parade Committee for some 37 years. And there are your two parade marshals for this 49th annual Appleton Christmas Parade, Greg Otis and Harvey Sampson, a total of more than 100 years.
This parade
dedicated.
owes so much to the both of them. Oh my gosh, it's just such a pleasure to see them both in position as the parade marshals of this parade, because this parade is here because of them. East Wisconsin Savings Bank paying tribute to parade committee member Carl Thompson. Maybill is a replica 1929 Model A parade car. Now, Carl Thompson, a longtime Christmas parade committee member, passed away in June of this year. He was responsible for the Santa float and the Appleton Christmas parades. He was a member of the parade committee for more than 20 years. He was community-minded, generous with his time and talents, and we are paying tribute to him as well in this parade today.
There's one that we hope we don't need for a while anyway. That is the City of Appleton dump truck with the snow plow. The vehicle is a Department of Public Works dump truck used for plowing and salting the city's hills and bridges near bike lanes and all the roundabouts. The plow with the blade Seasons reading was painted by Edna Ferber Elementary School as part of an Appleton area school district and City of Appleton art initiative. The Department of Public Works would like to thank all 11 schools that participated in that project. The City of Appleton dump truck and the snow plow.
Oh, the Appleton North High School Band celebrating their 25th year of existence. This marks their 25th holiday parade. The 150-member band is led by senior drum majors, color guard captains, and for the 25th year, the band is directed by Mr. Jim Theldorf. They're performing his arrangement of I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas.
And let's hear from one of our special sponsor friends for this parade.
Good evening and welcome to the Downtown Appleton Christmas Parade. Tundraland is proud to be a part of this 49-year holiday tradition. And from our family here at Tundraland to all of you, we wish you a very Merry Christmas and a happy, healthy New Year. Enjoy the parade!
Happy holidays from Tenny's Jewelry, the Valley's oldest family-owned independent jeweler. Tenny's has been creating family memories in the Fox Valley for over 100 years with locations in Appleton and Oshkosh. Tenny's Jewelry. As
you and I were arriving at Houdini Plaza, we walked past Tenny's Jewelry.
Yes, we did. We didn't buy anything.
No.
We were in a hurry to get here.
The Appleton Park and Rec with Unity Dance Academy. It's a non-competitive dance program offered by the Appleton Parks and Recreation. UDA is a family-oriented dance studio. Everybody feels welcome. Their goal is simple: offer superior instruction on a wide variety of dance genres. They offer preschool, youth, and adult classes.
We'll be right back after this.
Hi, welcome back to downtown Appleton. We are joined by one of our fabulous parade sponsors, John Tiedemann from Steinhoffels. Congratulations, 5 years in the community.
Yes, Friday will mark our 5th anniversary, so could not be more thrilled to be here.
Talk about this family-owned business and the impact that it really has throughout our state.
Yeah, I mean, I think being a 4th-generation family-owned business since 1934, we really like to stay in touch with the community, and really, without the community, we wouldn't be here.
And no better time to make a house a home than the holidays.
Oh my God, Black Friday is, wow, that's really loud. Black Friday is continuing. Tomorrow, first 25 customers come in will get a $25 grocery gift card. And then Friday and Saturday, first 50 will get a $50 store gift card.
And if you're watching our rebroadcast, I'd imagine those deals continue throughout the season.
All the time. We always run different special events.
All right, Tom and Aaron, back to you and this fabulous band.
And as we were listening to Mullane, you're watching the New London High School Marching Band and Color Guard, made up of approximately 60 students, actively involved in concert, jazz band, and athletic pep band performances. They are going to be performing for the Milwaukee Bucks in March of 2020. The dance team, by the way, coached by Mrs. Stacy Ruffdasher. The London High School dance team has 2 teams, actually, a total of 29 girls.
Coming into view, St. Paul's Lutheran School. Founded in 1867, St. Paul's Lutheran School and Church have been part of the downtown Appleton community for more than 150 years. They have a live nativity scene now. They built a brand new early childhood center in 2015. In the live nativity, you see Mary, Joseph, and baby Jesus under the stable, surrounded by many stable animals. The float is preceded by a large host of angels, followed by wise men and shepherds. These children are a beautiful reminder that the true meaning of Christmas is found in the celebration and the birth of Jesus Christ. And now their float is coming into view with a live nativity scene. St. Paul's Lutheran School has everyone from 3K, 4K, and up. 120 students.
All bundled up, and they've got the best seat in the house.
And you know, the weather really is holding up so far. I don't want to jinx myself, but it's really nice.
A little bit of wind, few raindrops, but outside of that, we're doing okay for tonight.
Oh. Take
Next. Coming into view, this is the Fox Cities Festival of Lights. It's a new nonprofit creating a walk-through holiday light display at Darbour Community Park. The float is a 30-foot-long trailer with a gingerbread house and lots of other decoration, all synchronized to music. This float will be on display at the park this season, along with many other custom-made decorations and over 100,000 lights. And you can find out more about Fox Cities Festival of Lights on their Facebook page.
I had to laugh. The dog had his head out the window and his ears were flapping in the wind. So cute. This 1936 Chevy Stake rack truck is a replica of the first truck that was used by Hendrik and Fred Meyer to transport groceries to their first store in Greenville, Michigan. Much to his delight, this restored truck was presented to Fred on his 75th birthday. This is Meyer, the Grand Rapids, Michigan-based retailer operating stores throughout the Midwest. They're proud to be a part of the Appleton Christmas Parade and a part of the Appleton community.
And in keeping with parade tradition, yours truly is not allowed to announce this next entry.
No, the Winnegamee Dog Club is all me, located in Menasha. They've been advancing the cause and welfare of dogs, both purebred and mixed breed, since 1958. This club's mission is to educate the general public with dog-friendly, positive training methods in order to deeper owners' relationship with dogs, as well as to make dogs valued members of the family and the community. And they're joined by a few of those fine members of the dog club and their handlers and owners. And actually, you should read this so I can just look at the dogs.
This is one of the larger contingents that we have had in this parade from the Winnegamee Dog Club. Dogs are excited.
They are so excited. They are in their Christmas finest. Just so great.
Excited but well behaved.
And we do see one little skipper key there. Thank you.
That's tradition too.
The tradition is for them to bring one skipper key for me. There's more skipper keys. Yay. My Christmas present as a child was a skipper key dog.
Nice. Alliance Industries. This is their first entry into the Appleton Christmas Parade, and they invite you to get into that holiday feeling by taking a ride on the Polar Express. The train is carrying about 40 members of the Alliance family from their Wapaka, Menasha, and Appleton locations. The float was built and decorated by employees and family members of Alliance Industries. It rides on a 53-foot flatbed trailer donated by Valley Truck Leasing Incorporated.
How cool is that?
Time with us, and
wow.
We sure hope you come back year after year.
That is stunning. Looks like the real deal, the Polar Express, like you see in the movies and the books. This is the Appleton Fire Department. They're represented by Ladder Truck Company 9341, which is a 100-foot aerial ladder truck with a bucket. Built in 2014 by Pierce Manufacturing, 9341 serves citywide from Fire Station 1 as the department's primary aerial ladder truck. The Appleton Fire Department wishes everyone a safe and happy holiday.
That's one of those units where the kids don't realize how big these fire trucks are until they come by street side and they go, oh my goodness.
Very impressive.
They always do a great job every year.
And all those lights.
You can hear them. The Menominee High School Marching Band, and nothing can stop the spirit of this group. All the way from Menominee, Michigan, performing in their 28th Appleton Christmas Parade. The band always looks forward to spreading the holiday cheer for everyone to hear. They are the Marching Maroons, and they're under the direction of Mr. John Nutter. The Maroons are also here playing the Marching Maroons tunes, playing and singing Frosty the Snowman, as we give a listen. Or Jingle Bells, as you have it.
It's a medley. The Marching Maroons. That's one of my favorite marching bands. All right, coming down the avenue from Appleton International Airport, we see the Precision Aircraft Marshalling Squad, the PAM squad. This talented group are the ones that signal the pilots by assisting them in operations such as turning, slowing down, stopping, and shutting down the engines. They lead aircraft to their parking stands or to the runway. The PAM squad from the Appleton International Airport.
These are the folks who land the planes for us.
Yes.
And they're having a good time doing it.
I'd never see them dancing like that on the runway, but I appreciate seeing them dancing now.
Could be some good entertainment as your flight comes into Appleton International.
Absolutely.
Sure. This is Feeding America, Eastern Wisconsin. It is the largest hunger relief organization in the state, operating food banks in Appleton and Milwaukee. Hundreds of volunteers visit the food bank each week to help sort and package the food for local pantries. Volunteers also help to decorate the van in this year's parade. Every other day of the week, you might see this van dashing across town or up Highway 41 to pick up a food donation or make a delivery to a food pantry or a shelter. Get this, folks, with 1 in 10 people in eastern Wisconsin facing hunger, this holiday is no different. Help them out.
The Bonduel High School Band, Flag Team, and Honor Guard consists of over 60 members. The band is under the direction of Mr. Tim Treptow. The Flag Team and Honor Guard under the direction of Mrs. Bobby Jo Martinson. Honored to be marching in their 24th Appleton Christmas Parade with a Christmas medley right down Santa Claus Lane. Let's listen to Bonduel High School. See, they're wearing their rain gear because we were expecting some rain tonight. So far, we've been pretty good. A few drops is all.
The 49th Annual Downtown Appleton Christmas Parade continues right after this.
Welcome back to the 49th Annual Downtown Appleton Christmas Parade. Mom and Pop's Bakery has cookies for Santa this year. All the cutout cookies walking along with Mom and Pop's van all lit up, inspired by families gathering together during the holiday season, enjoying all the goodness of Christmas cookies shared by family and friends while making new memories every year during this festive time. Mom and Pop's Bakery has been sweetening your day during the holiday season in Kimberly and throughout the Fox Cities with homemade sweet treats created at their family-operated bakery for almost 15 years. Mom and Pop's Bakery would like to wish you a Merry Christmas from their family to yours. I'm kind of hungry for cookies.
Coming into view, these are the youth members of the Makaroff Ballet as they recreate the music and the story of the Nutcracker as the downtown Christmas lights illuminate their every move. You'll see Clara and other party guests, as well as the brave mice who battle the soldiers, magical dancers from the land of sweets, and even the Sugar Plum Fairy. And if these scenes captivate your imagination, we hope you'll join us for the production that they're going to put on at the Lawrence University December 13th through the 15th. And when you go to their events, you play a role in helping our mission of sharing the art of ballet with the Fox Cities and providing these young talented dancers with pre-professional performance opportunities. And they are good.
Nutcracker is such a beautiful tradition this time of the year. It's just be wonderful to see this talented youth ballet. They're dancing all the way down the parade route.
And advertising for the upcoming show.
Yes. What brings more smiles to a snow-covered winter wonderland than enjoying some healthy, happy outdoor fun with giant teddy bears on sleds? The Bears are promoting something we can all strive for, an active lifestyle. In addition to the joy of giant sledding bears, Theta Care's float is wrapped in the glow of festival lights, giving us all that holiday feeling. Special patients and team members from Theta Care are riding and walking alongside the float. Each year, Theta Care invites guests from each of their 7 hospitals to take part. Some of the guests are patients who have overcome health obstacles and are now doing well. And the team members put patients and families first every single day. Thanks to Theta Care for this beautiful float.
That background music you're hearing is none other than Kimberly High School, the Papermaker Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Craig Gall and Mr. Daniel Getchels. They're comprised of 183 musicians. This past spring, the Kimberly High School Band performed at Colonial Williamsburg and in Norfolk, Virginia during the 75th anniversary celebration of the christening of the battleship Wisconsin. As we listen in.
I have to say, as beautiful as they sound at home, you have to be street side to just feel the thunder of those bass.
You feel it.
Yes. These are our friends from WLUK Fox 11 and CW14. Want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Melinda Wells standing by street side. Let's go to her.
Aaron, well, Valley Transit is rolling down this parade route, but that is not the only place you will find them this season. Ron, you are all over the entire community.
Yeah, we're just loving being part of the Fox Cities and part of this parade, sponsoring again this year. We're just delighted to be here. And I'd like to take this opportunity, if I can introduce one of our newest members to our team, Sarah Schneider. First holiday parade for us.
Well, welcome, and I know you wanted to make sure folks knew about your new app, because that's really the one-stop shop for folks to catch the transit information.
Absolutely, we're really excited about our app, and it will be especially useful because it's interactive in real time for the holidays, and it's at Valley Transit. Just search for it, and you're on your Android or your Apple phone, and you can find us. It's also going to complement our new website that we just launched, myvalleytransit.com. It's just really an honor to be a part of the holiday season, supporting those who want to just take a little bit of stress off of the holidays.
Well, speaking of keeping things easy, Ron, why not take the bus for holiday shopping? You don't have to worry about where you parked your car.
Absolutely. So again, this year Valley Transit is bringing back an opportunity. So starting on Black Friday and every Saturday thereafter up until Christmas, you can ride for free on Valley Transit buses. Go do your shopping, take that opportunity, avoid the hassles of parking and ride for free. And to make it easier, try out the new app. You figure out where the bus is and what time it's going to be there.
And you are truly connecting the Fox Cities, as this beautiful bus says that's rolling past us right now.
Absolutely. Just come on out, give us a try, and just have a great holiday season.
And I noticed the accessibility standpoint also very key to what you guys are doing.
Absolutely, and I'm privileged to be joining the team as the new mobility manager to assist any way I can with others, getting others mobility around the city.
Well, we wish you a very happy holiday season, and thank you for your sponsorship of the Appleton Christmas Parade. Tom and Aaron.
From Elaine, we saw our friends from Children's Hospital come by with their entry.
A beautiful float in combination with Bolt, and that was something. It just looked like a snow globe, just a gorgeous float. One of those clean diesel buses from Valley Transit.
130 years old, Valley Transit. This is St. Mary's Catholic School, the Zephyrs Marching Band, made up of 75 students in grades 7 to 12, under the direction of Mrs. Pamela Barnhill. As they march, the students will be performing music in the Christmas spirit. St. Mary's Catholic School is from Neenah, Menasha, and the surrounding communities, and let us give a listen.
Dance Studio has been teaching southeastern Wisconsin how to dance since 1948, and with their new Appleton location, they're looking forward to enriching the lives of the Fox Valley community. Their certified instructors make it easy to learn all styles of social dancing. They're excited to announce that they'll be starting a dance mobility program for people with physical disabilities early 2020, and wishing happy holidays to everyone. Let's check out these dancers dancing down the Avenue of the Angels.
Aaron, where else can you see but this parade, a Grinch, dancing in the middle of the street?
That's right. He's got nice steps.
Coming into view, our friends from Coldwell Banker, the real estate group, joining the cast of characters from A Charlie Brown Christmas. Snoopy, Charlie Brown, Lucy, Linus, and the rest of the gang join us tonight. And just like Charlie Brown and the gang, the real estate group loves Christmas and can help you find that perfect home for the holidays.
What a great crowd they have. Everybody with Christmas lights around their necks. A decorated umbrella just in case. But like we've said, we've lucked out so far. And the weather has not hit us. We've had pretty mild temperatures for the Christmas parade. Coming into view, Eagle Point Senior Living. This is life. We've transformed our community bus into Santa's workshop. Christmas is a time that helps us remember to hold our families dear and to continue to give back to this community that's given so much to each one of us. Eagle Point is a 55-plus premier senior living community located on the banks of the Fox River. This year has been one of growth and stretching our support for our neighbors. Eagle Point wants to experience the holiday feeling not just today, but every day, because the journey matters.
And coming into view, the Little Chute High School Marching Band. It's made up of 60 middle school and 42 high school students. They're playing the Merry Christmas March, led by drum majors Alex Buchan and Chandler Lease, under the direction of Mrs. Natalie Beck and Mrs. Amy Abdel. The Little Chute Bomb and Dance Team, they're also marching with the band. It is the Little Chute High School Marching Band as we listen to tonight's performance.
From one of our sponsors.
Fox Valley Lutheran Schools is proud to join Local 5 to present the 48th Annual Downtown Appleton Christmas Parade. From the students, staff, and faculty of all 26 FVL schools locations, we wish you all a Merry Christmas and a blessed New Year.
We're back. And we continue tonight's parade with the St. Joseph's Food Program. Love and care and sharing the holiday feeling. With the help of Rudolph and his bright red nose leading the way, compliments from the talented crystal clear ice sculptures, St. Joseph Food Program wishes to share the love and care of this gorgeous community by bringing healthy food to those who need food assistance. Music compliments of Island Music and transportation by Cost Auto Body. St. Joe's wishes everyone that special holiday feeling.
What a beautiful ice sculpture of Rudolph. Love that. From crystal clear ice sculptures. St. Joseph Parish Appleton presents A Baby Changes Everything, reflecting on the great holiday feeling and blessings that God has given us. St. Joe's Parish wishes everyone a very happy and blessed Christmas season. St. Joseph Parish in Appleton.
They came prepared for the night, just in case any precipitation headed our way, but so far we're lucky. Wind picked up, you can see the banners and bunting blowing around there.
Everyone puts so much work into these floats year after year to make this parade a success, and it has become the largest nighttime Christmas parade in the Midwest as a result.
We're back with the 49th Annual Downtown Appleton Christmas Parade right after this.
Welcome back to the Downtown Appleton Christmas Parade. Look at that. That's the abominable snowman decorated for the season with presents, lots of lights, even a friendly guest riding in the chute. Our next entry is celebrating 92 years in business. MCC is a family-owned business. They're proud to be a leader in recycling the past and building the future. And they have a funny story with who gets to be in the bucket. They raise money for the Fox Cities Area Habitat for Humanity and kind of auction it off for the best seat in the house, the seat in the bucket with MCC. And you got Rudolph and the whole Rudolph clan there. Yukon Cornelius, you can spot up the top. Rudolph, abominable snowman. Just a really beautiful sight there.
And here come our friends from WHBY Radio. They call it real, local radio. Haley Tempest is driving the HBY mobile studio. One of our wonderful sponsors is waiting for us to say hello.
Welcome to the 49th Annual Downtown Appleton Christmas Parade, the largest nighttime Christmas parade in the Midwest, sponsored by Valley Transit, connecting the Fox Cities for more than 40 years. We get you where you need to go. This holiday season, let us do the driving, and be sure to download our convenient app.
Welcome back to the Downtown Appleton Christmas Parade. ASCO celebrates the gifts of family and friends and holiday traditions. They're excited to show that holiday feeling and celebrate their 70th anniversary with the whole community. The holiday feeling to us means gathering with friends and family and spending time decorating to get into the holiday spirit. Take a look at all the work that has gone into this float by ASCO. Nice. Wonder if those are real suckers.
Look, those are lollipops.
They are.
That'll last you through the Christmas season.
I would say. You might have to see the dentist after getting through one of those.
It may not be boating season, but the Door County Maritime Museum is here. This is a rolling recreation of the 100-year-old historic tugboat, the John Purvis, complete with working radar, marine horn, and a steam pipe. It was built by the Rowan Salvage Company of Sturgeon Bay. It's on a Ford pickup truck chassis. It's a fun and festive parade float designed to help promote the Door County Maritime Museum and its mission to celebrate and preserve Door County's maritime history. And there's our friend Kevin Osgood, the director of the Door County Maritime Museum, and the replica of the John Purvis, which Luke Sampe puts on our weather forecast just about every night.
Yeah.
We give it a live look, all lit up in its splendor.
With a nice tree in the back.
The festival they have, it's an 8th annual Maritime Festival. It's going to be running through December 10th.
The Appleton West High School Band, directed by Amanda Belaine, with drum majors Alana Garcia and Teo Hawks, as well as flag captain Max Inglis. The band is performing Sleigh Ride. The West bands have been part of the parade for 20 years. This is the time of year their colors really make sense with that blaze orange, right in the thick of hunting season.
That's an emblem we all know well. Next entry is from North Shore Bank, a parade favorite over the years, and they want to wish everyone happy holidays. And whoever's in there has the right costume for the night.
Yeah. Stay nice and dry.
Such detail, such wonderful work some of these folks put into these floats and into these entries.
And how fun for these kids to get to ride on the float.
There's probably no school tomorrow. For the Thanksgiving break, do you think?
I wouldn't think so.
I would imagine they're off. I hope so anyway. It's going to be a late night, kids. We're back with more of our 49th annual Downtown Appleton Christmas Parade after this.
Welcome back to the Downtown Appleton Christmas Parade. The Pentecostals of the Fox Cities invite you to experience that holiday feeling with music. This season brings joy to the world, and it truly is the most wonderful time of the year. The holidays bring family and friends together, and we love to share the joy of Jesus' birth with you. Now, this is God's Anointed Hands. They bring these tried and true Christmas songs in the beautiful form of sign language. God's Anointed Hands is our choir that presents God's truths in song for the deaf and hard of hearing. They can also assist anyone who would visit our church who's deaf or hard of hearing. Just beautiful. They do this in their celebrations, their songs of celebrations, their Christmas candlelight service and dessert feast, as well as Sunday, December 15th. So please, they invite you to go to the Pentecostals of the Fox Cities to see God's Anointed Hands.
Our Community Blood Center is coming our way. That holiday feeling is something that both the Community Blood Center and Black Hawk Heating know very well, having aided in the wellness and warmth of Northeast Wisconsin since the mid-50s. But that feeling can be expressed in another way, through the cookies that await you every time you give blood and you help a local patient by providing a blood donation. Community Blood Center and Black Hawk Heating.
Weyauwega Fremont High School Marching Band, 45 members strong, under the direction of Mr. Andrew Schmidt. This year they'll be playing Merry Christmas, a medley of Deck the Halls and Angels We Have Heard on High. Let's listen.
campsites. Oh, how we wish we were there. Straight from the North Pole, here comes the Chippy Express, bringing campers to their home away from home for the holidays. The Chippy Express is filled with kids and adults that have received their golden ticket, and they believe in the magic of the season. The Chippy Express gives thousands of kids and adults joy throughout the year with rides around evergreen campsites as well as around the community.
How fun is that?
Just a few months to go, folks, and we'll be there.
I want to be on that train. That looks fun. And they look like they're having a great time.
Oh, game room they have.
Yes.
Mining for
This
gemstones.
is fun campground there. The Salvation Army of the Fox Cities, a crowd favorite. This social service agency has been in the Fox Cities since 1917. The Salvation Army has been helping local families in need at Christmas and all year round with basic needs. This year is the 102nd anniversary of the Salvation Army of the Fox Cities, making them one of the oldest social service organizations in the Valley, helping people with basic needs. Also, on the float, the largest red kettle in Wisconsin, 8 feet tall, weighing in over 1.5 tons.
Oh my.
It was manufactured by the wonderful people at ASCO. The Salvation Army has match days. This is the red kettle season. Please remember to give and give generously. We have lots of match days, so your donation counts twice. So please, please, when you see a kettle, and remember, too, they need volunteers. Someone manning the kettle gets more money than someone with an unmanned kettle.
The Manawa Little Wolf High School. This is their marching band from Manawa under the direction of Mr. Austin Rowan, led by drum major Emma Rickey, and they present a Christmas parade sequence. This is the 3rd annual appearance of this group. The Manawa Wolves Marching Band, they'll be traveling to Mackinac Island this summer to perform in the Lilac Festival Parade.
Let's go now to Melaine Wells, who's standing by. Melaine.
Another one of our great sponsors, FVL School. Landon Zacharias here to explain just how far your reach and impact is in the Fox Cities.
Thanks so much for having us tonight. FVL Schools is a group of Lutheran schools across the northeastern Wisconsin that offers a quality Christ-centered education. We spread all over northeastern Wisconsin, from New London over to Brilliant, from Green Bay all the way down to Oshkosh. We have the opportunity to serve over 3,000 students on a daily basis.
And that's in what grade level?
This is preschool through 12th grade, but we do have centers that also offer care for kids as young as 6 weeks old.
Wow, we see your dance team coming. That kind of speaks to the extracurricular program. You have everything from robotics to dancing and sports and beyond.
Yeah, and each campus varies by that, but you have the opportunity to do whatever you want. You know, our goal is to give these kids an opportunity to expand their interests and then use the gifts that God has given them in these activities.
Let's talk about the choices parents have in Wisconsin and how they can choose to be a part of FVL Schools.
Thank you. The Wisconsin Parental Choice Program, it's really an amazing program offered by the state, whereby if a family qualifies at a certain income level, they have the opportunity to have 100% of their tuition covered. This program is offered at 15 of our 18 Lutheran elementary schools, but we do, it's a great program. We hope people take advantage of it.
The best place to connect for more information?
FVLschools.org. There's a map there. Click on the school that's nearest to you. Contact the school. We'd love to help you out, and we'd love for you to consider FVL Schools.
Fabulous performance by the dance team. Tom and Aaron.
All right, thanks, Melaine. There you see Spectrum and Pillars Incorporated, from homelessness to home for the holidays. They represent Pillars, assisting individuals with getting their basic needs like shelter and meals and finding a stable home environment. This year, Pillars has served 2,677 clients throughout the Fox Valley.
We'll be right back after this.
back.
Welcome back to the 49th Annual Downtown Appleton Christmas Parade and the Menasha Blue Jay Brigade Marching Band, directed by Miss Shannon Stout, being led down College Avenue tonight by the Drum Majors. And they're playing a hard-rocking holiday parade arranged by Tim Gallion and Drum Cadence Thunderbolt by Cassidy Byers. The band is joined by the Menasha Varsity Cheer and Stunt Team. Let's take a listen and watch.
Here come Wausau Homes of Appleton, celebrating that holiday feeling, the theme of this year's parade. Their little home is decorated to represent the warmth and holiday cheer of this Christmas season when all families get together. Wausau Homes, a family-centered business, building homes in the Fox Valley for many years. They're teaming up with the NFL Green Bay Packers alumni cheerleaders, celebrating the 100th anniversary of our Packers. And they join them tonight, helping to celebrate two traditions that go hand in hand. Watching your Packers while being in that beautiful home of your own.
Nice job.
Wausau Homes of Appleton.
How fun. All aboard the Polar Express, brought to you by the team from Nestle Freedom Warehouse. Nestle Freedom Warehouse, no stranger North Pole temps, as they're a frozen storage facility. They're the primary distributor of frozen pizza for Nestle USA. The train is headed to the North Pole just in time for the first gift of Christmas. So grab your golden ticket and your Christmas pajamas and listen closely as the bell still rings for those who truly believe. All aboard the Polar Express from Nestle Freedom. How fun. I like the chef who's riding on top.
With the blanket blowing off.
Yes. One of these days, I have to watch that movie so I know what this is all
just
about.
Just to understand what you just saw.
Right.
Yes, yes.
I know that Tom Hanks is in it. I know that much.
We have another special sponsor standing by. Let's hear from them.
Merry Christmas!
Happy holidays to you!
Merry Christmas from all of us at Brenna's.
Happy holidays! Wishing you the magic of the holidays from the Renaissance in Appleton.
We're back with the Downtown Appleton Christmas Parade. For your entertainment, the 2019 PESHTIGO High School Marching Band performing Jingle Bell Rock. The PESHTIGO High School Band maintains an active concert performance calendar at all times of the year. This year they're going to New Orleans. The band is under the direction of Alex Sheffield. We hope you enjoy their performance. PESHTIGO High School.
Elaine Wells standing by street side with another special guest. Hi, Elaine.
Tom and Aaron, the cutest cookies and milk are coming your way, and it's all thanks to the Girl Scouts and Tundraland. Bella Friday is here on behalf of that great company.
Hi, we're so excited to be a part of the parade. They just are so amazing. We're so proud to be part of the Girl Scouts too.
Talk about that partnership.
Yeah, so we're always loving to support local charities around here. We've even started a few of our own, our own employees. Hey guys!
Hey guys! Give us a wave, Channel 5! How y'all doing? You're supporting such a great organization, and that is something that Tunderland does year-round.
Oh, we absolutely love to. And you know what? It's our own employees who are living here in the community. Hi. Hi. It's our own employees living here in the community, and we just love supporting it,
And talk about the employees giving back as well. I know it's really important to your culture.
It certainly is. Everybody has such a kind and giving heart, and whenever we can step in and just lend a helping hand, that's all about what we hear, is to do well and do good.
Well, we thank you for your sponsorship of the parade.
Thank you so much.
Tom and Aaron?
Thanks, Elaine. That was fun. The Boys and Girls Club of the Fox Valley serves over 12,000 youth annually. They're honored to be in the 49th annual Downtown Appleton Christmas Parade. Myron Construction worked with the Boys and Girls Club of the Fox Valley to make this year's float. The float's meant to depict Rudolph pulling Santa's sleigh. In the sleigh, there's members of the Boys and Girls Club of the Fox Valley dressed as elves, working hard to make sure all the gifts are ready to go for Santa. Some of the club's older members helped to decorate the float, and wow, what a float it is. From the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Fox Valley. A lot of hard work went into that. And now you can see a little bit of the rain coming in.
This is the Xavier High School Marching Band, 55 instruments and a 6-member color guard under the direction of Aaron Hankey. The marching band performs for several parades during the year and a field show for Xavier's homecoming. The band's drum majors are Ben Dries and Nick Masterides, the Xavier High School Marching Band.
Coming into view, the Outagamie County Sheriff's Office, represented by Sheriff Clint Krewald and the Outagamie County Sheriff's Office Honor Guard. The Honor Guard consists of 9 members. The purpose of the Honor Guard to honor and support fallen members of law enforcement. The Honor Guard attends events to present and post our nation's colors. The Outagamie County Sheriff's Office Honor Guard, dedicated to our community and to the men and women who proudly serve in law enforcement. And there you see the sheriff there.
Coming into view is the Outagamie County Community Emergency Response Team, otherwise known as CERT. It's a volunteer group. And so you know, the big red ball that you're seeing on the front of the vehicle, that's the ball that drops on Menasha's first eve.
Oh.
That you will see here
Yes.
on Local 5.
Good to know.
On New Year's Eve. We'll also be broadcasting live that night from the Titletown District and from Lodge Cherry Drop in Sister Bay. As far as this unit is concerned, CERT has 60 members, managed by the Outagamie County Emergency Management Office. The team is the only active CERT team in the entire state of Wisconsin. They provide emergencies, providing food, hydration, rest, and support. And there you see the ball.
And some of those big lollipops again.
Where do you get those?
Don't know. The Outagamie County Highway Department's entry includes a Western Star snowplow. The front plow, hand-painted by Hortonville Middle and Fox West Academy Charter School students with art teacher Sarah Hahn. That holiday feeling shown by the warm friendship between the polar bear and an Arctic child. We'll be right back with more from the holiday parade.
Back with you from Houdini Plaza in downtown Appleton, College Avenue, and this is the Hortonville High School Polar Bear Marching Band under the direction of Greg Thornton and Brianna Woznicka, proud to be representing the communities of Hortonville, Greenville, Stevensville, Center, Grand Chute, Dale, Ellington, Mackville, and Hortonia. Now these 2010 marching polar bears, well, 210 of them, are going to be traveling to Hawaii in March to take a break from the cold, and they're going to perform in several Hawaiian locations, including Pearl Harbor.
Our next entry is Brewster Village. They're an Outagamie County long-term care and short-term rehab community. Take a look at those rickshaw cycles there in the parade route. They're part of the Cycling Without Age program. They offer villagers the chance to explore their surrounding areas and have the wind in their hair. I love this idea. They take people from Brewster Village out and just give them a ride out in the community. It's so great. And our friend Kevin Eckes is among the folks here taking part in this Brewster Village.
He doesn't miss a parade, does he?
No, he's our friend. We wanted to say shout out to Kevin. Hi, Kevin. Brewster Village. The rickshaw cycles, that is just such an amazing thing. And there you see Brewster Village. They've been serving Outagamie County for 130 years.
This is the Holy Spirit Catholic School Band. This school teaches 3-year-old preschool through grade 8, small class sizes with individualized attention, located in the heart of the valley on Double K and 441. 2 Holy Spirit graduates are presently in seminary studying to become priests. Downtown Appleton Parade, they have been in this parade for more than 10 years, and they invite you to come out and take a look and see the difference at what's inside. Holy Spirit Catholic School.
Coming up now, New Fusion Dance and Performing Arts dancers. So excited to be here with us tonight to help spread holiday cheer. New Fusion, located in Appleton, Howard, and Wapaka, offering dance classes for children starting as young as 18 months. The dancers performing today represent both the recreational and competitive programs at New Fusion. This is their 4th season offering dance classes in the Valley and Wapaka, 19th season offering classes in the Green Bay area. They look forward to participating in the holiday parade each year. Fun dancing. Nice.
These are the Friends of the Grignon Mansion. They bring us a replica of the original mansion built in 1837 by Charles Grignon. I love this part. Grignon, a fur trader, built the house to entice his bride-to-be, Mary Elizabeth Meade, to move from Pennsylvania to the wilderness of Wisconsin 11 years before Wisconsin became a state. And I guess it worked.
It did.
You build a house for her and she'll follow you.
That's a good-looking house, and you can still visit it, too. I know they have special Christmas events the first 2 weekends of December in Grignon Mansion. Oh, take a look at this, the Kaukauna High School Marching Ghosts. They're comprised of a marching band, color guard, and dance team. They've got over 200 members. They've been the highlight of the Appleton Christmas Parade for many years. The Marching Ghosts under the direction of Jacob Martin, with the color guard under the direction of Becky Tomlinson. The Kaukauna dance team is a varsity team competing locally and nationwide. This year's team is led and coached by Courtney Meehan and Mary Van Asten. Let's listen to the Kaukauna Marching Ghosts.
Times you've seen this thing, it is still cool. Festival Foods big cart. Largest shopping cart in Wisconsin. The engine is 290 horse. The cart is approximately 14.5 feet long, 11.5 feet tall, 6.5 wide. And if you went shopping with this grocery cart, you could fit 416 grocery bags in the basket. And that's a lot of groceries.
Oh, yeah.
Company founded by the Scogan family, Paul and Jane Scogan, back in 1946 on $500 of borrowed money. And I think they've done pretty good with that initial investment.
I believe they have. Pierce Manufacturing and Oshkosh Airport Products, Oshkosh Corporation companies who build vehicles that are in service all over the world. Pierce Manufacturing has been in business for over 105 years. And they're the leading custom fire apparatus manufacturer in North America. Oshkosh Airport Products designs and manufactures specialty firefighting and snow removal equipment for airports around the world. We have Pierce Manufacturing and Oshkosh Airport Products. Oh, there's one after the other. All right, there we go. Pierce is driven to build high-quality products that keep communities safe. And then their airport products design and manufacture, they keep the traveling public safe, and that is, if that's a snow removal machine.
I don't know. The Pierce equipment is always so impressive, but you don't know what it does.
Yeah, I think this is snow removal, or it could be firefighting. Not entirely clear, because they do make both. It could be a combination: snow removal and firefighting.
And they hang Santa's laundry out to dry as well.
There you go. Oshkosh Airport Products and Pierce Manufacturing.
Let's go to Seymour. The high school band made up of nearly 80 musicians, located just north of Appleton, directed by Mr. Ryan Albin. This is the third time they've been performing in this Appleton Christmas Parade. They're thrilled to be a part of it. And after Appleton, you will see them at various performances in Seymour. Then in June, they go to Denver for the 2020 Summer Band Trip, where the weather will be a lot warmer.
So much work goes into this parade, not only the floats, but all the entries, and certainly the kids that are taking part in the marching band, all the practice that leads up to this point, all the marching, and just all the crowds alongside the street enjoying the performances. The staff of the Fox Cities Performing Arts Center are unmasking their holiday spirit as they celebrate the season. From rock music to Broadway's best, the Fox Cities Performing Arts Center offers a variety of exceptional live experiences for everyone all year long, including programs and performances that make the arts come alive. You can see them on
the guy with the mask, is that from the play?
That, yes, the Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera.
Yes, the reference to the Phantom of the Opera. They're on one of those great lamers trolleys. And that is a festive trolley.
Here come the Wisconsin Army Cadets. A program is a youth military exploring program. They meet 1 weekend a month. Some of their training consists of Black Hawk flights at Fort McCoy, winter survival training, water rescue training. They're active in their community involvement, including assisting with tonight's event. And we thank you, people. Wisconsin Army Cadets. We're back with more of the 49th Annual Downtown Appleton Christmas Parade right after this.
Welcome back to the Downtown Appleton Christmas Parade, and you're just in time for Appleton East High School Marching Band. 200 Patriots proud to perform Santa Parade. Next June, the Appleton East High School Band represents the United States at the D-Day Memorial Parade in Normandy, France. They are only one of 4 American bands selected to play. They do need help sponsoring their 200 members, so contact Appleton East High School for more information. Let's listen to Appleton East High School Band. I could see them performing at the D-Day ceremony.
That will be memorable for all of these kids if
Yes,
you've
it
ever
will.
been there. Yes.
Uh-oh, Tom.
Yeah, you have seen the flames reflected in the windows, and now you know what it is. What a great entry this is every year. Fox Valley ballooning, a big part of that holiday feeling on College Avenue in this Downtown Avenue Christmas Parade. It takes 200 gallons of propane to put this on every night when we do this parade. Quick transport of Kokona as well as Northsider provides all that fuel. Fox Valley ballooning, wishing everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And you can just park that right here because this has been the warmest we've been all night long.
Oh my gosh.
The crowd just loves this.
People go crazy.
Now there's our friend way up in the cherry picker, Thomas Hawthorne.
Yeah, Tom.
Our buddy Tom is up there, and let's hope that they don't turn the flame on right now.
He probably appreciated a little warmth up there, actually. He's been up there all day.
That's another one. You just can't get enough of it.
Oh, yes. It's just stunning. People stand up when they see it. But the only thing that can follow this is the reason that we're here. Santa and Mrs. Claus riding on the City of Appleton float. Always a crowd pleaser. Here he is, the one we have all been waiting for, Santa Claus, and sitting with him tonight, Mrs. Claus, waving and enjoying all that the holidays are about to bring. They are checking off their list, ready to make a lot of kids happy on Christmas night.
Merry Christmas, everybody! Ho, ho, ho!
At least Santa's a bit excited about this year.
Oh, yeah.
He's in rare form. What you're hearing behind Santa Claus, this is the Appleton Parade Committee with the National Railroad Museum and the Little Obie car. But these are the folks who work all year to make this and the Flag Day Parade possible here in downtown Appleton. That train is 44 feet in length, 6'6" in height, and it's used at a lot of schools and churches and company functions to teach safety. But to all the folks on that committee, nice job again.
Absolutely wonderful job. Melaine is standing by street side with the mayor of the City of Appleton, Tim Hanna. Melaine is ready to talk with the mayor of this great city of Appleton. What a night this has been.
Aaron, well, we are joined by the first family of Appleton. Thank you to the Hannas for joining us. Mayor, it's always a stunner. What a great night.
I don't know. Were people unusually happy this year? Is it just me?
You know, I can't help but be happy when this is going on in the background. Talk about kicking off the season in Appleton with this parade.
Lots of smiles. Downtown looks great. Just so proud of our community.
Now, this is kind of a special one for you. Can I call it bittersweet?
Sort of, yeah.
So
I'm not going anywhere, but
all right, you'll still be around. But you have announced that you are not running for re-election in Appleton. What has this community meant to you for the past, gosh, decades? Let's call it.
Well, you know, I was born here and I was raised here. I'm not going anywhere, and I love this city. I love it, and it's just great people. And you drive through our city, and it just fills me with pride. We were talking about it on the drive here. And I get around the state, I get around to other cities, and there aren't any that can compare, really.
Can I have you talk for a minute about the pride that you've taken in serving a very important role as well for our community?
I can honestly say that Tim has been the best teacher ever. As his wife, I took a role and wanted to learn everything that I needed to know so that everything we went to, I knew how to answer questions. So, I mean, I'm so proud of him, so proud of his passion, and most of all, his patience.
You know, Mayor, I was remembering, as a little girl, you were driving me home from confirmation class. This is going to tell our story here a bit. You know, we were driving down College Avenue, and a lot has changed since I was, I think, 10 years old in the backseat of your car.
Just a couple of years ago.
Yeah. I mean, the improvements and the growth in this community has really been incredible.
It has. When you really look back, hi Kim. I love it. When you look back, it's constantly looking forward. What can we do better? What can we improve? And it's not resting on your laurels. Oh, look at this great thing. Look at that great thing. It's how can we continue to get better? And
your job is never finished.
Yeah, the job's never done. That's right. But I love our staff. We've got a great staff. The culture here has never been better, and it's spilled out into the community. There's just a really good culture here, and so, whatever happens going forward, we need to appreciate it, we need to respect it, and we need to protect it because it really is special.
Well, we appreciate that you have helped set us up for an exciting future. We look forward to hearing very much what the future holds for you as well, but you've still got some time in office to, make a few changes if you want, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to have a new executive order, right? Christmas all year long, because Appleton really knows how to do it right. Tom and Aaron, what a fantastic kickoff to this season.
Oh, you're so right, Melaine. That is just beautiful hearing
Right.
from our mayor.
And even though he has stepped down, I don't think we've heard the last of Tim Hanna.
No, we haven't.
Great job, Mayor. Thank you so much for being with us. We're back with more right after this.
Go.
Welcome back to our coverage of the 49th Annual Downtown Appleton Christmas Parade. Well, the parade is over, but we're still hearing more about this parade and what we just saw tonight.
We are. We've seen so many wonderful entries, and every year we pick out 3 of what they consider the best. And Elaine Wells standing by to give us that tonight. Elaine?
I'm with Joanna Hugdahl here from Appleton Downtown Incorporated. This parade promotes togetherness, and it's not just because of the weather. We're standing here kind of huddled street side, keeping warm, but people stuck around till the end because this is such a fantastic parade.
It's so magical, and I think tonight just kind of even the sparkle of the rain on your face, like glitter, and the angels and the light, it's just all magical. And to see the community come out and support, as well as the entries, I mean, they were amazing tonight.
Well, we have to get to those.
I did not have to judge.
Award winners. You had quite a panel of judges here. This is the official judge, parade judge, one of the officials. What do we have for winners this year?
So, the Appleton Trophy for Best Commercial went to Alliance Industries.
Beautiful flow.
That Polar Express, that was amazing. The Christmas Parade Trophy for Best Non-Commercial goes to Children's Hospital with that amazing snow globe. And then the Bernie Perlman Memorial Trophy, which is Through the Eyes of a Child, is again going to MCC with their concrete mixer and the lights. That is just amazing, and it seems like every year that seems to be the kids' favorite, other than Santa, but we don't judge Santa. Sure. We want to make sure we're always on the nice list.
Well, everyone's eyes got wide when those floats came past for sure.
Yes.
Do you want to talk a bit about the kickoff to that holiday season and what it means for the businesses that line this street?
Oh, sure. So this is a great opportunity for all of the businesses. It's a billboard moment for all of these spectators to not only see what's in the windows, but also just to maybe see a new store that you haven't recognized before. And then this Saturday, being on Small Business Saturday, it's a perfect time to come back. So we're going to have a lot of fun this Saturday in downtown Appleton.
And shopping small, shopping local, unique.
Yes, you're going to find a lot of unique items that you won't necessarily find in some of the other areas around the city, but it's just that great feeling of getting something special that you picked out, that you're not shopping in your pajamas at home buying.
Yeah. Well,
although you still could. Some of the businesses do have online.
Certainly our tourism growth here has been impressive with the addition of the Exposition Center. We saw Appleton International Airport in the parade tonight. We're bringing people here, and we're proud to show off this community.
That's right, we are. And the Appleton International Airport, they did an amazing job bringing in the floats, don't you think?
I think so. Absolutely. Well, Tom and Aaron, a few award winners, but I really think in all of our eyes, this was just one award-winning parade.
All right. Thanks, Malala.
Thanks so much.
You know, some of those floats, I could picture them while you were talking about them, and I thought, yes, I can see why they won those awards.
You're right. We're back after this.
back.
As families head home from this wonderful family tradition in Appleton, we want to thank you for joining us for Local 5's live coverage of the Downtown Appleton Christmas Parade. The rain held off until the very, very end.
And we hope you enjoy the parade, viewing it on television as much as we enjoy bringing it to you. Don't go away, though. Stay tuned. We still have our holiday special, A Season of Volunteering, and it is hosted for us by Shelley Botot and also Mr. Chris Schuler. Again, thank you very much from College Avenue in downtown Appleton.
This has been an exclusive live broadcast of the 49th Annual Downtown Appleton Christmas Parade. This program was sponsored by Coldis Center, life-changing solutions for women, Fox Valley Lutheran High School, For Faith, Values and Learning, and by Valley Transit. This broadcast was also sponsored by these local businesses.